Hey guys and gals, welcome back to episode 4 of Andrew-Unfiltered, my journey through mental illness. Today I want to talk about pain. Pain is something I've lived with probably about halfway through my military career. I think a majority of my mental pain and physical pain started when I got promoted to staff sergeant. There was a lot more entailed in picking up rank. I started neglecting my body telling me, hey, you're in pain. You know, we've all heard that cliche of pain is weakness leaving the body. And I disagree with it. I believe pain, as much as I love the military brothers and sisters and, the good leaders that I've had, I think that's one of the most asinine sentence I've ever heard in my life. Pain is actually your body telling you need to stop. It doesn't happen with mental pain. Mental pain is the culmination of all events that have occurred throughout your career, throughout your life. Mental pain does not need to be ignored. But anyways, mental pain, I suffer through chronic back ailments. Excuse me. I've been in numerous vehicle incidents, helicopter incidents. I've compressed a majority of my vertebrae. I had a laminectomy where they went in and took some bone and some disc space out in 2011. It helped, but what happened was, I was treated by an Army doctor. Did everything great. It took 30 days for me to learn how to walk again after they went inside my back and opened it up. But he sent me back to work in full duty at the 30-day mark. At the time, my sergeant major and my CO were telling me if I wanted to get looked at for gunny, I would need to run a PFT. At that point, nobody really cared about me. They only really cared about the Marine and numbers. And I say this lightly. I mean, there are some good people out there and some bad people out there, but I ran my PFT. I further damaged my discs just for the sake of a promotion. But lo and behold, 2 to 3 months later, the sergeant major had the same thing, and he was on convalescent leave for 6 months. You can see how backwards this is. That kind of set my life in motion to understand that there needs to be a difference between military and personal life, given that you really can't differentiate between the two when you're so young in the Marine Corps, or you don't have the ability to say no, or you want to be this hard charger that gets promoted to sergeant major within 15 years. But you really need to start taking care of yourself. I neglected that. I'm paying for it to this day. I have a spinal cord stimulator implant that helps offset my pain. I take painkillers to offset the pain that the stimulator can't correct. I'll drink through my pain too. I mean, I'm kind of taking it down some, but past, I'm not going to say it's COVID's fault, but since I retired, I've been known to polish 18, 20 beers a day just for the sake of pain. I'm not going to say I'm an alcoholic, but I did identify that I drank a lot. It helped. And, I went to the VA. They try to do as much as I can. Some of them told me it's all in your head. I hate when people say that pain is psychological. It can be, but when diagnoses and images tell you a different story, you can't be ignored. I remember one time I went to a civilian doctor and he says, "You have the spinal cord of a 60-year-old." I think I was like 25 at the time. One told me that my spine and my tailbone were like this and it needs to be looked at. I neglected it because I was a young staff sergeant. I didn't want to be considered weak. I wanted to do what was right, and that was to do right of the Marine Corps. Little did I know, once I retired, nobody gives two craps about you. You know, what were those 20 years for? You know, you gave it to a bunch of individuals who only cared about statistics and numbers. I'm not trying to say be deviant or start a mutiny, because I love the Marine Corps. I loved what the Marine Corps has taught me. I love some of the people that I've met. I appreciate some of the sergeants major that I've run into. Some people I just can't stand. But what I'm saying is I only thought one way. I thought Marine Corps was the life. You know, I didn't know how to differentiate between me and my rank. So I'm paying for it to this day. I do wear a back brace occasionally. I have to sit on the edge of a chair because if I get too comfortable, my spine gets relaxed and it just becomes out of whack. Then it probably takes about an hour or so for me to be able to stand and walk again. I can't cough without pain. I can't jump without pain. Story recently, a Marine of mine, probably a few years back, called me up out of the blue and checked up on me and said he played in the softball team. Asked me if I wanted to come play, and I was like, sure. You know, I'm not as young as I used to, but it's a team of vets, so it should be understanding. Lo and behold, my turn at bat, got a base hit, but about halfway between, you know, home plate and first base, my back said nope, and I went face first in the dirt. So these are just examples of you've got to take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody's going to do it for you. The VA, they'll probably pump you up full of drugs. Take care of yourself. Try not to overdo it unless you have the means of accepting the results in the end, which I thought was good for me. You know, I'm retired gunny, and I thought, hey, this is life. But now that I'm retired, I'm paying for my decisions. It took the latter part of the 3 years of my career left to finally tell people no. I'm not going to say I was a platinum light duty chit holder, but I knew my body's limitations and what was expected of me, and what I could do and couldn't do. So we got to take care of our bodies. Pain is not weakness leaving your body. Pain is your body telling you something is about to happen, and if you don't stop, it's going to ruin your life for good. I mean, we go back to the old alcohol. You know, I'm not saying alcohol, I enjoy to drink. I enjoy drinking socially. I enjoy, you know, good whiskey here and there. But I'm not saying it's a medical or a medicinal means of forgetting your pain. But, you know, short story short, we have to take care of our bodies. If we don't, your family's going to suffer, your loved ones are going to suffer, and you're going to suffer. In which, if you're like me, mental illness, everything is intertwined like fate. Pain has a string that it's going to pull on your PTSD or your anxiety or your sleep issues. And if you don't take care of your body, that pain can only get worse. So I hope you find this video informational. I'm going to continue my journey through my mental illness. If you like these videos, just please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, Andrew-Unfiltered. And I'm just going to talk about my mental illness and every topic I can think of. I'm going to be straight with you guys and gals that there's resources out there, but I don't think there are veterans talking about themselves very much. How can you relate to me? Can I help you in any way I can? Is my job. So give me that thumbs up. Stay tuned for episode 5, and I'll talk to you later.